What's up, everybody? I have all of this like camouflaging light, but it's okay. I'm outside today. I am about to go play with my friend, former client, Jazz. She is going to do my YouTube intro video today, but I wanted to share something because I've been inspired by two things. I must have seen like 3 posts in the past 24 hours about what it means to be Black Friday, whatever, from more experienced entrepreneurs in the online space. I've also heard from a private client of mine who we went through this whole pricing thing yesterday. So I want to share that with you. Is this light really distracting? Okay, this is a little better. So if you're a new entrepreneur, I don't know why. I don't know what settings happening with my Facebook video, but I can't see who's on here with me. So I like when I can see who's on here because I can talk to you. And let me just see if I can figure this out. Oh, Erica, Tatiana. Hey guys. So here's the deal. When you are not in tune with your truth and you are looking externally at these experts, and you see when you talk to people who are already in the like mid 6-figure range, they've been there for a while, they forget what it's like to be in the very starting stages of business a lot of times. And I was talking to my client yesterday, and she's like, I want to make this money. I have people that are reaching out to me all the time. None of them can afford these new rates that I came up with. So I'm like struggling with pricing. I don't know what to do. And I'm going to just hold this like this. So I don't know what to do. And we went in this whole idea, and I said, what is pricing really? Like, what is pricing really? And when we started talking about this, it's like pricing is something that we decide. It's fluid. We could change it again and again and again. It is not your freaking identity. But here's what I see happening. Is I see something happening with brand new entrepreneurs in the online space where people want to work with them. People are knocking on their door, and they have this thing of like, oh, if my price is less than this, then I'm not valuable, or I'm not charging my worth. And I just want to call bullshit on that for a minute. I want to call bullshit on that for a minute because we're all coming from different spaces and intention. So when I think of, if I were to like think of, I don't know, like a really high-end business coach, someone that is like, I'm going to teach you how to make 7 figures versus like someone who's coming from a very service-oriented space, right? Like I would think of one of my teachers, Michael Beckwith. I've had conversations with him about some of my goals, and he checks me like, no, this needs to be about how many people do you want to help? How many people are you going to change their lives? And when we come from that space, we're not in this space of like, but I want this much money. Because you see, we can say like, I want to serve people. And if you're new in business and your business is not working and you're not making the money that you need to make so that you can afford the things that you need to afford and so that you can thrive, but people want to work with you, then are you getting stuck in charging these prices that like maybe aren't serving all of you, right? So something that comes up around Black Friday, which is always interesting to me. I found it to be interesting last year, but this year I'm in a whole different level of playing this game of online business because now I can say that yes, I'm at the multiple 6-figure range, which is kind of funny because last year at this time I was like barely making a $5,000 a month consistently. Like I didn't ever have that consistently. So this year it's all changed, right? So much can change in 1 year, and I knew that could change for you, but I have to tell you that the way that I did it was not listening to these people. I in fact never even hired a business coach. I'm just now looking at hiring a business coach. I have an interview with one on the 27th with someone that I think is both heart-centered but also very strategic. And here's how I really grew my business, by focusing on service and not listening to these so-called experts. The way that they grew their business, fine, that's them in their lane. That has nothing to do with me. And if I only listen to them in the way that they run their business now in year 6, year 7, year 8, then I wouldn't be where I am today, right? Because I had conversations with coaches that were like, don't sell anything less than $500. Don't do that. And I have to say, fuck that. Fuck that. Because there's people that need what I've got for less than $500. And, I have to say this, that like, I always want to serve everyone. Does it mean I'm going to serve them privately? No, because my energy is very important. So I got to protect my energy. And like, I know that the people that I'm going to work with privately, they're like ready to make a really strong commitment. And in that really strong commitment, I'm willing to exchange parts of my life for it, meaning hours of my life for it, because time is the one thing that we can never get back, my friends. So I want to invite you to explore what it would be like for you to just step out into service. And another thing I want to do is, if you want to go through real strategy around this and ways that you can really step out into service and start making money instead of standing around like, I don't know my pricing, I don't know an offer. You think like, what am I going to offer for free? Should I offer this for free? Should I offer that for free? Like, you don't even know what you should put out as a masterclass or a challenge, or starting a Facebook group, which I hate Facebook groups, but that's just my opinion. My opinion is not that important. It really isn't. What I'm here to do is to not force my opinion upon you. What I'm here to do is to share tools and resources with you, because I don't bring clients on just to purely work on business. We do healing, we do deeper stuff too. But what I can do, because I know what it's like to be in that situation. Benjamin, jump in. I just shared it on my Facebook. But here's what I want to do. Is because I know the radical growth that I have had in the past year, right? So, and I say it a lot, but I'll keep saying it because it's impressive to me. But the cool thing is that it can happen to anybody. It can happen to anyone. So I don't care where you are right now. We're November, 17th, 2017. Is it the 17th or is it the 18th? I don't know. But we're on this day. And within 6 months, everything can change. Like, everything can change. But when I hit the first $100,000 mark in my business, what was it? I think it was in May. No, it was the first week of June, 2017. So it was like, how the hell did last year did I make this little bit, and how did I make this, right? And the truth was that I didn't listen to all that advice around people that are like, no, don't do this. I was playing in the yes. I really played in the yes. So what I'm going to invite you to do, and it's not that you're going to play here forever, but I'm going to give you strategies. Oh yeah, I know, I'm always just moving. If you guys ever been to like a meditation with me, sorry, is that messing up the camera? I'm always moving. I'm going to give you some strategies that if you open up and use them as like an incubator, accelerator, your business will change. Because it's changed my business, it will change your business. Because it's not really about business, it's about serving, and it's about you listening to your truth and feeling what feels good to me at this time. If people are knocking on your door, and when I say knocking on your door, you're sharing things and they like it. Or if you are opening yourself up and sharing a video and somebody reaches out to you. If people are reaching out to you and you're not getting money from them in the sense of not making an exchange, and holding your gifts back because somebody told you your shit should be a different price than it should be, fuck that. I say fuck that. Because somebody needs your help. And unless you are busy, and unless you have the money that you need, then why would you do that? So I know this is going against what most people say, and that's okay, because I'm not most people, and I'm not trying to be most people. I'm not trying to be popular. I'm just trying to help. I know what has helped me, and I know that what I'm doing and what I'm sharing is probably going to be triggering to some people, because there are people that sell exactly what I have in this upcoming workshop for, $5,000 plus in a program. And of course it will be different because they have support, and private mentorship is always a different game than anything that's group. Always. Because in a private space, I can go right into your blocks and say, no, you see what you're doing here to yourself? You're saying no to yourself. Do you see what you're doing here? You're shutting yourself off. You see what you're doing here? You're trying to force something that's not working. Let's look up. Let's look within. Let's feel, right? That's what it's like to work with me one-on-one. But Benjamin, I can't help you unless you want to help yourself. So if you want to get in the program, it's only $197 until Wednesday, guys, and then it goes up to $297. But here's what I promise you. And for anyone that's been in any of my stuff, you can attest to this. I don't fuck around. If I say that I'm going to do something, it's going to be there. And I overgive. And what my intention is here, so we're just really clear, my intention is for the people who are showing up. They're giving it their all. They know that they're close to a breakthrough. The people that should be in this workshop are people that are like, maybe have called coaches. Maybe you're like looking at coaches. You're figuring out pricing for coaches. You're figuring out how can I make the money. You have coaches telling you if you really wanted to do it, you would find the money. And you know, I agree with that to a certain extent, but I know what it's like to not be in that consciousness yet. So like in my consciousness now, if I need money, I come up with it. I create it. I open up. I create the income. But I remember last year at this time, that wasn't so easy for me, and I didn't have credit cards. I didn't have a family that I could borrow money from. So I didn't have access. So what I'm doing is I'm creating this program for Nicole Sylvester 2016. That's really what it's for. So if it speaks to you, jump in. If you know someone that can benefit from it, jump in. But I will say this. When you see all these opinions about what it is to sell something discounted on Black Friday, take them very lightly, because here's the deal. There's people that lead from service, and there's people that lead from greed, and there's people that lead purely out of business. And, you know, I'm not saying that one is right and one is wrong. You just have to decide, where are you? What category do you fit in more than the others? And sometimes we're all of them. Sometimes I have moments where I feel greedy. There's moments where I have to check myself and I'm like, oh my God, I'm way too in my head. I'm way too in business right now. I need to step back into love, back into service. And, you know, we all have that. So I'm not here to judge or tell you that you are to fit in one box, but you will know where you really belong more than the others. All right. Hi, Guy. How are you? Opinions. Yeah, they're just opinions, right? Hey, Natalie. So here's the deal. My goal is this. And Natalie, you'll get in this because you're my private client. So all my private clients are going to get in this for free. Because you know what? They still need this. This is foundational. And to get all of this information in one clear shot is going to be life-changing. But I'll tell you this. Like I said, adjusting. So here's the thing. That's why I tell people, I said there's no right way or wrong way. Like, okay, so like I say, we all have different people we look up to. So if you look up to Grant Cardone, not that there's anything wrong with Grant Cardone. I have his book in here, and if I want to really tap into my masculine energy and kick ass, then I'll read something like Grant Cardone. If I really want to go back into my power, back into my heart, then I go back to my teacher, Michael Beckwith, and I remember that I'm here to serve. I have gifts, and I'm not here to withhold my gifts. So we just have to know, where are we leading from, and that we can really balance between all of them and make it successful. So what people are telling you, don't discount your prices, don't lower your value, your worth. Guys, I know my value. I know my worth. I also know that there's some people that I really want to help. There's some people I really love to work with. There's some people that, like, when we get together, it's like magic, it's light, we create. I feel better after the call, they feel better. And it's not that my programs are 5,000 plus, right? But I also have groups. I have other offerings that I offer all the time. And you know what? This thing that is coming up, this business thing, I know that if I was working with certain coaches, they would tell me, why the hell would you do that? You can just create this for this price. And I know that I could. But this isn't about that. This isn't about me. Yeah, I'm going to make some money. Yeah, that's going to be cool. But this is about me sharing everything that I've done to take myself from living in basically poverty to living a much better life. To living here in fucking Marina Del Rey where there's boats and sea lions out front. From where I lived last year, which was a 1-bedroom that I shared with my daughter, and that I had to worry about, can I afford groceries and gas, guys? So for anyone that's in that space, I challenge you, $200, get the money. You can afford it. You're going to have a different outlook on your business, on your services, on your gifts, and what it's like to fully open up and share them. So do not hold back. $200, it will be an afterthought. You won't even care about it, like literally. So yes, what Art just said, going from contribution. I lead from contribution. My core value is contribution and impact. And am I going to, Erin's coming in, she says challenge accepted. Yeah, because here's the thing, am I going to make millions of dollars? Fuck yeah, I am. I definitely am. But here's what I believe in the law of circulation. And I believe that we have ways that we can touch people in all different ways. And you know, it's just like the same thing with my book. So I know that if I can do this in 1 year, that I know how much can happen in the next year. But I also know that this is not just for me. This is for everyone. And you know, one of the things that I learned in one of my favorite books, Happy Pocket Full of Money, is Tatiana wants in. Get in. You guys get in because it sells out. There's only 40 people allowed in here because I'm doing a Q&A at the end. and I want to have space for that, and it's on Zoom, so 40 people only, so it's on there. So I want to share this, that in one of my favorite books, Happy Pocket Full of Money, the guy that wrote it talks about in life that once you learn what it is to have wealth consciousness, and once you learn what it is to exchange and have this service and be an open channel, that you actually expand your wealth consciousness by sharing it with other people. Now, this doesn't mean that you're always just going around and doing everything for free and then you're drained and then you can't take care of your family and yourself. No. Art says he loves that book. I love that book. I give it to all my clients. It's like the best book ever. So guys, if you haven't read it already, Happy Pocket Full of Money, get it. There's no Audible, but trust me, it's an easy read. So in that book, he talks about just giving this away, like sharing as much as you can. Yes, that's the mantra throughout the whole thing. So he talks about doing this, and like I really just live from that space of like, how can I give? How can I show up? How can I serve? And yeah, there are things that I charge more for, right? And that's private. So, but who knows? Some of you guys may come into this group, into this workshop, everything changes. The next thing you know, you're like, all right, I'm hiring you. Let's do private work because I want you to kick my butt in the most loving way possible through this process. And you can do that too. Hey, Tony. But if you don't, even if that never happens, just get in here. I promise you it will be worth every penny that you spend. And I look forward to you coming on next November and sharing this with other people. Sharing the fact that you've done this. Sharing the fact that this is your life now. Because guess what? You get to create it now. It starts now. So anyway, guys, I gotta go because I'm gonna go make my YouTube video. I gotta go get dressed and actually figure out what outfit I'm gonna wear because it's not gonna be this one. But anyway, I love you guys. Erin, I'm so glad you're jumping in. Tatiana says she's jumping in. Go over there now. I just shared it on my Facebook. It's called Your Business Breakthrough. Get in and I will see you there. Share it with someone. Invite another friend. Do a challenge. Keep each other accountable to the strategies that I give you. And I promise things will get different. They will be better. All right, guys. Bye.